Hey, Southern Mayo here. How you boys doing today? This video is titled Not All Women Are Like That. And you're probably going, in one voice, I can almost hear it in the background. Yes, they are. And maybe by the end of this, you'll kind of see where I'm coming from. Urban women, man, they grow up in an environment that is really man-made. Okay? Concrete, steel, roads, blah, 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 you know. They look around and they're looking at, assorted income levels right there at their fingertips. They can get out and rub elbows with the richer guys and things of this nature. If they're driving a Chevrolet and they want to drive a BMW, guess what? They're going to monkey branch right on up to it. They're a little different breed of animal, okay? And once you get a handle on that and understand that urban women have a different way of looking at life. It's all about them. It is all about the money. It's all about the next best thing. And there's a reason for that. And that is that little golden vagina that they're packing between their legs. Because they think there's something special, primarily because they can give birth to another human being. They don't see nature at work as nature. They see it as something special, a special little gift that they bring. So you have to understand that if you want to keep access to that little golden vagina of theirs, you're going to have to reward them a lot and often. Okay, and if they ever feel like you're not rewarding them enough, you're done, dude. She's already looking for your replacement. You're getting ready to be set to the curb. Game is over. All right? It's all about materialism. That is the urban lifestyle. These girls go to schools that are female-oriented. They head off to the universities, which, oh my God, that's a mess, okay, today. I mean, it's gotten so bad guys are just passing on it, going, I'd rather be a welder. Never mind. Okay? So understand, it is the environment that these women are in that creates these high divorce rates. I mean, statistically, I think the realistic, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 75%, things of this nature. Now let's look at country girls. And when I'm talking country girls, I'm talking about rural country girls. These are the women who are out on farms that are making their living off of the land. All right? It's a hard job. But more importantly, they're very much connected to nature. And nature teaches them one lesson. That little vagina you got between your legs is nothing special, girl. Horses have got them. Cattle have got them. Dogs have got them. Lord, even possums have them. And those are some ugly critters right there. So that they begin to realize that that is no special gift. It is just a way that nature uses to keep your race going. That's it. That's all it is. Nothing special. That's a wake-up call to women. That's the first check in their lives. Now you wonder, well, they have divorces in southern states too. Well, yeah, they do, in all rural areas. But if you look at things like the Amish, the Mennonites, the Primitive Baptists, I think the divorce rates in the Amish and Mennonite communities like 1%. 1% as opposed to 75%. In the Primitive Baptists, they don't even, the state that I live in, the Primitive Baptists here, they have no civil union of marriage. It's a church-designated thing, which the state views as being common law and therefore does not recognize it. So these women are entitled to no divorce. See what I've got? And the only thing that they're going to walk away with is whatever the church decides to give them, which in a lot of cases is not much. All right, because here again, societal standards are you are married for life, and if you want a divorce, you're a problem. These women work hard. Okay, the food on your table, she helped grow it. She canned it. She prepared it. She works. That's her job. I hear these city women talking about being a housewife's nothing. Maybe in the cities it's not. But you get into these rural communities, these girls work. Okay, they're not on a 9 to 5 job. Their job usually like 5 to 9 or later. They work. They're a part of it. And they require a strong man with a strong will to get out there and work side by side with them. So the men are a little different. You'll find more alpha males in these rural areas than what you find in the cities. That's something that keeps the woman entertained. All right? And there's also the thing about the hypergamy and so forth is socially looked down on here. A woman start trying to think about monkey branching to the next guy. She also has the next guy to deal with. One, it's going to be a situation to where the community is going to probably put her off. But number two, the guy's going to be put off by it. Because let me tell you something. You want to end up planted out in somebody's cornfield, mess with his wife. It's going to happen to you. He's not going to deal with you over mild issues. He's liable to drag you out of a car, haul you off somewhere, and blow your brains out and plant you out in the middle of the back 40. And once the cops and stuff understand what it's all about, they're not even going to look for you. All right? Because they look at it as that's disgusting that a man would be going after another man's wife. Society, social, those boundaries are still in the very rural areas. That's what you need to start looking at. So are these women here? Are they available? Are they good wives and good women? Yeah, they're out there. And we have a few city girls, want to be city girls, So you got to kind of weed through them. But for the most part, these women are very much attached to nature, and you take them out of the country and put them in a city environment. Guess what? You're going to get yourself a city girl in record time. She's going to start looking around and go, by golly, I am special. Compared to all this, yeah. And next thing you know, you'll be facing the same woman because she's going to adapt to her environment. We're as humans, we're pretty good at adapting to environments. City girls don't adapt to rural life too well, okay? Because they find the controls are just unacceptable. When they have to start listening to a man and know that the man is in charge of that household and she has a say, he loves her, he's going to take her opinion into account, but ultimately he's going to make the decision. And she, ultimately, is going to abide by that decision. That's the way it works. So TFM even recently did one on the primitive Baptists. I think he called the podcast they were doing Hillbilly Patriarchy. And they covered into that. So, guys, yeah, it's different. But are you ready to make the lifestyle change? That's the question. Because it is a lifestyle change for the men. We're heavily populated with alpha males down here. Go into a bar and lip off to somebody, he's not going to flip you off, he's going to beat your ass. That simple. Okay, he's going to be in your grill, it's over. The thing of it is marriages work. Now, before I get too far down the pike in marriage, I would say to any guy, if you marry a woman, you have just slipped a noose over your neck. And now she's in charge of your future. And she very much knows that. Even in this state, it gives her a lot of power and a lot of rights. Don't say I do. Because when you say I do, you're done. But you can have her in your household. You can build a nice life together. But you don't have to marry her. So keep that in mind, fellas. There is a difference. And they're found out in the rural areas, the extreme rural areas. And you can have a woman who will work with you and care for you and love you. There's a lot of ways that you can provide for the woman after you're gone. Through wills and things of this nature. To where she knows that her future is secured also under that kind of relationship. Takes a lot of stress off her. So think about it, guys. But it's not the lifestyle for a beta male. It'll eat you alive. I've seen many try it. Many come, many go. It's definitely an alpha male game down here. Keep it in mind. You boys have a great day. Talk to you soon.